Okay, we're here with Miller Moss on the official Heisman Trophy podcast. Miller, thanks for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
First off, congrats on being named USC starter. How excited are you to finally take the reins of a program that you've been following since you were a kid?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm extremely excited. It's obviously a tremendous honor and something I've been working towards for a long time. I think the most important thing now is just to stay focused on the steps we have to take to go win football games and not get, caught up in smelling the roses or anything like that. So I'm excited, but also more excited, I should say, about the opportunity we have coming up.
We're bringing you on today because we're talking about players who have to replace Heisman Trophy winners. You're replacing a Heisman winner in Caleb Williams. It's never an easy task. Coach Riley's been through this before with Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. What's it been like to follow in such big footsteps, and what's the pressure like?
Yeah, Caleb was obviously a tremendous player and a tremendous talent, and I think everyone's very appreciative of what he did for the school, But I think for me, in terms of my process, I don't think it's necessarily healthy to say, I have to play to this standard. I have to fill these shoes. I think as long as I continue to be diligent about my process and the things that I have to do as a player and play my game, then I think we'll have success.
From observing Caleb and even talking to him, what did you learn from him about how to handle the position, how to handle being in your role, and what might you do differently than what he did?
Yeah, I think one thing that I'll always take away from Caleb is his supreme confidence. Confidence is so essential playing the quarterback position. It's such a huge part of how you approach it. And I think no matter what, if Caleb had kind of an off day of practice or if he went out and threw for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns, he was the same guy each and every day. So I think that's something that I'll always take away from Caleb. And I think, honestly, every quarterback probably should. But that's one thing that I always really admired that he did. And I'll definitely try to embody going forward.
No nail work for you?
No, that's not my thing. But he did it for a good purpose. It went back to supporting his mom and stuff like that. So it's not my thing. But yeah, I guess that's something I would do differently.
Matt Leinart was in a similar position as you in 2003, replacing Carson Palmer, who won the Heisman in 2002. And while he didn't win the Heisman right away, he did lead his team to a national title. So setting aside that you obviously want to win as many games as possible, what does success look like for you as a quarterback this year?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the expectation is always to win at USC, but I think me personally, if I can just stay even-keeled week to week and really stay true to who I am as a player, that's what Coach Riley really challenges me on, week to week and has done throughout the offseason. So I think if I'm able to do that, then I'll put myself in a position to be successful. I think if I stay process oriented and stay focused on those things, then the rest will take care of itself. So I think, like I said, it's really important for me to focus on the process and not the end goal or anything like that. Yeah. I think if I'm able to do so, then like I said, we'll have success.
Now that you've officially been named the starter, what's changed in your life? How is it handling all the extra media requests and all these other demands on your time?
It's obviously different. I think there's a time and place for that, obviously, but I think, like I said, it's not the most important thing. And I think as long as you're able to maintain that balance and that understanding that, yes, there's added responsibility and that stuff is nice and fun. And if it, makes other people happy, then that's awesome. But I think it's really important to maintain perspective and understand what we're really trying to do at the end of the day.
Garrett Nussmeier of LSU is also replacing a Heisman winner, so it's kind of a rare situation.
Yeah.
Your two teams will be going against each other soon. What's the attitude of your team heading into this one?
Yeah, I think when you're playing such a quality opponent week one, it really sets the stage for the offseason. I think we've had a really focused offseason, starting in winter, going all the way through spring, summer, and then obviously just finishing up with training camp. So, that's why you come to USC to play in these games. Obviously, like I said, LSU is a very, very quality opponent, and we're excited to take that stage.
Has Coach Riley given you any special advice, knowing what you're going through, filling up these shoes?
No, I think I'd kind of just echo what I said before. The thing that he's really pushed and challenged me on is to just stay true to who you are as a player and understand that that's enough for us to win games. And I think if I'm able to continue to do that, then we'll certainly be in position to win some football games.
Miller Moss, starting quarterback for the USC Trojans. Thank you for coming on the official Heisman Trophy podcast. Good luck against LSU. We hope to see you down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.